Hello, welcome to the Blanks and Fattie show. I'm Fattie.
This is Blanks, and it's another week.
Yeah, it's been another week in this endless year. I think my term has been I'm living the pandemic dream, man.
I'm glad to actually get Fattie back in the studios tonight and rocking and rolling.
It's nice not being in the basement. It's dark down there.
It's dark.
Awful.
It's so dark.
No Cynthia. Oh, no Cynthia. She's up there.
No, she doesn't like your basement. There's a story about something that happened last time she came over to the basement.
Yeah, you were living there at the time.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Oh, man.
So, tonight, I got Fattie a little gift. It's actually a big part. It's that. It is. Now, I'm not even sure if you're familiar with the story of, Christmas time and gifts, and it always reminds me of the story of Pandora, because you always want to know what's in the box. I was a sneaker. I go and sneak gifts. I would always go check in my mom's closet and see what kind of gifts I get. But, in the words of Brad Pitt, what's in the box?
Tell me what's in the box. I'm just creaking it open slowly for suspense.
So, what's in the box?
What's in the box? What do we got here?
Box?
I'll check these out. We got.
It's only that. That's the only thing. Everything else is in here.
Hey, check that out. We're gonna hold that right up to the camera. I don't know if we can tell, but that says Fattie.
I got
That's
you.
awesome,
You were
dude.
saying that you wish you had your own drinking glass for the show.
Well, I got a fucking drinking glass for the show. God bless you, buddy. That's awesome.
And it wouldn't be an appropriate drinking glass for the show without tonight's beer.
This guy has the presentation down pat.
Boom. We're drinking some Prelude tonight, which is one of the few beers I like from our local brewery around here, Shipyard. Mm-hmm. They make a decent beer. It's not like one of my favorite breweries. Definitely not my favorite brewery. But out of all their season, the Prelude, it goes out fast, comes in quick. It's next to the Pumpkinhead. I don't like the Pumpkinhead.
So Shipyard's a hell of an operation between what they do and the other breweries that they help manage. I don't remember how many hundreds of labels they have. They're a big deal, and they weren't doing so hot as of last year.
No, I was gonna.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. So there we go. And, they're not doing super hot as far as I know, but this year could have changed things.
They could have, but I don't think it did.
A lot of people are drinking.
Maybe, but I know that they outsourced a lot of their beer to other breweries. Mm-hmm. And what they brew out of their facility, because they're trying to make a brew hotel right there up in downtown Portland. They're going to have a brewery next to a hotel, which is not uncommon for in Europe. A lot of Europe places actually do the whole brew hotel. I read a book that I thought was kind of an interesting theory. Is a lot of people actually nowadays, because of the beer culture, travel to certain breweries. They base their vacation going to Europe and base it around certain breweries that they want to go see and hang out at, and they have like little brew pubs and stuff.
We've never done that.
No, never.
Not once.
Oh, who would do that? That's crazy.
So speaking of going out to Deutschland or wherever else, tonight's episode we were gonna do gold. We're missing Mr. Quids, so get in here, you son of a bitch. We needed you. We need you.
We miss you, Quids.
We miss you, Quids, and we mean that. We love you. So So we were going to do gold, hence we have the gold and cigarettes in the background, but I think we'll save that for another time because we realized through discussion that Mr. Ben, you happen to have a particular...
His name's Raptor.
Oh, Mr. Raptor, Mr. Chickenwraptor. See, Jesus Christ, here we are. We're off to a great start, so let's talk more about...
Now they know they're going to stalk him.
The government knows. Now they'll never forget.
It's like when I'm gaming... with Major, right? We're gaming hard, and I'm trying to do more stream content for you folks that are following us on Twitch. If you do follow us on YouTube or you stumble across us on YouTube, what do you do over here with ChickenWraptor if you find us on YouTube?
Subscribe.
Damn
you
right.
Like it. You
Damn right. And you follow
you like
us.
It. You love it.
Some love.
You want more of it.
Become an obedient disciple.
You learn from us.
You listen. You follow.
If you don't,
And if you don't, well, I mean, this guy has a Viking shield hung up as well. He's fucking crazy. So,
he wears a mask.
So speaking of fucking crazy, German Expressionism. Mr. Blanks and I have committed to have Mr. ChickenWraptor today teach us all about German Expressionism, and that being said, we weren't that great in terms of being students in high school, so why would we be that great now?
Because I'm not forced to be learning.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I like this. I want to be here. I can't believe some of the shit I got away with as a kid in my school. That makes me realize, like, holy shit, it was a little racist out there.
Yeah, it really was.
Living in the sticks. So you're going to tell us a little bit about German Expressionism, and so I got to ask you, because there are people saying German Expressionism, you know, they just thought of, like, all sorts of fucking shit, like tiger tanks.
I'm thinking
Berlin.
more like, you know, Hitler's paintings. You know, for all those who are watching us or listening to us, yes, Hitler was an artist. And I'm not talking about the way that he...
on tonight's podcast, Blanks defends Hitler. There we go.
Great artist.
Yeah,
He was a great artist. He looked at the way he
his
set up
writing
that
was
war.
good too. I loved his writing. Anyway,
We appreciate art from dictators.
yeah. This is it was his expression. It was just how he feels, and he was shared that with the world.
The whole world.
That's the goal of every artist. So, anywho, German Expressionism. What the fuck is it?
It's an art movement. It's in the visual art movement, like in the 1920s, and it was like expressionism, but this happened in Germany, like in the 1920s, and
It was like
have you guys
Expressionism,
seen,
but German.
like but German, basically. Yeah, you guys like know Monet or
Yeah,
any
well,
of those guys?
I love Monet. You can tell it's all around us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I make a lot of it. I mean,
Clearly,
that's
guys.
cool.
So I mean, it's really hard to explain without actually being able to show you, but you'd have to be able to see it to like really understand.
Well, lucky for
what it
us.
is.
Well, lucky we
for
have
us-
Google.
Lucky for us, we're in front of a computer. I mean,
Okay.
I am
So we
gonna
do have
search
the
for
technology.
all right.
Monet.
So we're-
Monaayy.
No.
Monet. Let's
No.
check it out. Ah, there we go. Claude Monet. More images.
so
And these are pictures that we've all seen.
Kind of status is what you're. At least that's what they're giving us.
No.
Yeah, there's Van Gogh.
Hold on. Ka-cha, ka-cha, ka-cha. That was also there, but
Monet.
what's the best Monet painting? What best describes Expressionism to ChickenWraptor?
I'd say the colors and mark making are the two most things that stand out in expressionism.
I'm gonna search colors of Monet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Twilight in Venice. That's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful piece,
I would
I
like to
must
hang
say.
that. I want to hang that over my toilet.
There's one where it's just like there's just two bales of hay, and I feel like that one's the most.
Really?
Two bales
that
of
one. Yeah,
hay.
it's just like all of like his.
Better not
expressions
be
just
ordering
really
me some
fun.
Monet at
It-
frickin-
Monet,
it's
the
all
two
about-
fucking hay bales. Let's see if that pulls
Yep.
it up.
You'll,
Yes!
you'll see it.
Wow, they're actually fucking.
Ah, check
Yeah.
that out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all about mood. I mean, this is what the expressionism is. It's all about setting some kind of mood with color.
Okay, so I Blanks. I don't know about you, man, but I'm hearing the word expressionism a lot. What is expressionism?
You know, that's up to you, I believe.
Well, what's my best? I'm sorry, ChickenWraptor. What's expressionism like?
Well, it's really just an art
Wisconsin.
movement, and it's just a
You're an art movement.
and the painting and the part movement and the
The part movement. What parts? Car parts?
no.
Bike parts? Bricks? Building
No.
parts?
No.
Where were we?
Okay, so on this level,
Said we're students.
because you know I was going to bring this up at some point tonight, would the monoliths be a part of an expressionism?
Okay, so
I don't think so. This is just the movement. It's almost like, different types of art styles like Cubism
What was it a movement for?
and Impressionism. What?
What was it a movement for?
A movement would be like a response. It often stems from like some kind of response, like the Dadaists. Like, I don't know if you guys heard of the golden toilet paper, the golden toilet. See, this would have been great for the gold thing, but the golden toilet.
I mean, we still have gold.
We can switch the background in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that was like a fuck you to the art world. Like, everyone was.
I'm gonna put the hay bales up just as a quick snip so people can see that. Keep talking, boys. Keep talking.
And this is how we.
So, this is just like, a rabbit hole I just kind of fell down because I was watching, Nightmare Before Christmas one day.
Yeah.
And I found out that it was heavily inspired by German Expressionism. And I was like, oh shit, what's German Expressionism? So I just Googled it and fell down this rabbit hole. And I know just as much as you guys, to be honest.
The great thing about Nightmare Before Christmas,
yeah.
I was watching this thing about so Netflix is our Christmas.
We'll put it next to the cigarettes.
Is over here or over here, right there,
right over there.
Other than Tim Burton kicked a hole in the wall because of the movie, it was actually one of those huge movements in film industry. I mean, it was the design was back when Tim Burton, actually I didn't know this, worked at Disney. He was actually like a low intern, I guess, artist in Disney. They thought he was weird. And they're like,
this guy, have you seen the things he draws?
While
he's working, he's just doodling weird things.
Disney, and so they were like, no. What gave him the big in was all of a sudden he was doing Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and then he got Batman, and then they're like, oh yeah, Tim Burton, didn't he give us the script about in these pictures of this really weird movie? Yeah, we should jump aboard on this. And then they did it, and they're like, I don't know, this is kind of dark. Well, we're gonna use our offset Touchstone Films, and we're gonna take Disney's name off of it and slap on Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. And then they realized it blew up subculturally and became this whole like underground movement on that movie. And then they're like, well, now that it's making money, let's put the Disney rights right back on that bad boy. Put Disney on there again and just bring it right back home.
This period in U.S. history brought to you by blanks.
That's what I learned today. But the question is on this though is
we were studying gold. What the hell were you doing studying Tim Burton? Was Tim Burton an expressionist, or would you call Tim Burton an expressionist?
I could say he's an enthusiast. He's an enthusiast of expressionism.
I think he's horny a lot. I don't know.
How so? You think he's what?
Oh, I was just generally teasing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I call talking shit. See, like I said, we're a student. Go on.
Oh, what's up, Major? How are you doing? For all those the GUWM, for any of you guys that are on just hanging out and you want to join us and chat, you know how to get a hold of us. Definitely, you can pop in and say hi.
Falcon.
We would love to always invite more people in here to have Raptor answer your questions. That's what I got on that.
So whatever questions you might have about German Expressionism, that is tonight's topic.
I want to know though, one more thing before we go back into that. Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween movie, Christmas movie.
Halloween.
Nah, man, both. Nah, man, that's both.
I like to watch it right.
You could do both. Let me put it this way, okay? I had see, Vulcan says both too. All right, so we're already one-upping you here as far as German Expressionism goes. I mean, we're winning these arguments. Clearly, ChickenWraptor, I mean, you're the teacher. We respect it, but
I got a bad for teacher.
So my thought is I had the 2 kids tonight, and one of them had a friend over. our little bubble buddy. And for all you liberals out there who are like, you can't have people over. But is bubble buddies like...
I think a bubble
right,
boy
for a
when you
term.
say that. Oh no.
Is what I'm doing expressionism right now? Am I responding to something?
Are you expressing?
This is down east expressionism.
I'll let you know, Cynthia. Don't think so.
Sorry, got a little lost there. We put on the Rudolph movie, and the kids lost interest so fast. Like they're old, like they're too old. They're already too old, and one of them's 7. So, so for what it's worth, like, yeah, man, I'd way rather have Nightmare Before Christmas on. The kids will stick around and watch that. It's Christmassy enough to be Christmas. It works.
And see, and the thing is,
Kinky.
When it came out, they were like, "This is more teenage movie. The kids won't like this. This is too scary." By the way, if it's your son and you can watch Nightmare Before Christmas and you can't watch Venom, what a pussy.
Whoa! You can't say that to a man about his kid. You can't do that. That breaks like 4 rules. Rule number 1: don't do that. No, he has some movies that bother him, like It bothers him.
I mean,
like the clown from It.
I'm gonna tell
like
you
other
what.
things you think would bother him don't.
I'll tell you what. The clown
Love Terminator.
The clown from It bothers me, and I get where he's coming from on that.
Yeah. So like, you know how there's that whole meme idea of like kids getting exposed to all this shit through YouTube between their friends? Yeah. It's true. And that's what happens. I am not letting my boy watch It. Like,
well,
that's what I want to show a 7-year-old boy is another boy like getting his arm chopped off in a sewer.
To be fair, when I was over there, he asked your wife. He was like, "Mom, when I get older, I don't want to watch It." I was like,
all right, but say what you want about the boy. He's making a plan. So German Expressionism. Now, what was so you said Expressionism is kind of like responding to something. I presume like something socially, culturally, some kind of world event, things like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
What were they responding to around that time, 1920s Germany?
I'd say.
There's a few things.
Oh yeah, but mostly World War One. Everyone was responding to that at that point.
What was World War One? No, I'm just kidding. Go on. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun.
What? You can't just ask.
What do you mean? I have to fucking explain World War One to talk about German Expressionism. This isn't World War One history. So
Make my mind melt, dude.
Well, I mean, that's why I was a challenging
Raptor's
student.
last show was.
I'd also spend half the class talking with my buddy. That's what was going on. That's literally the class time you're getting here, Mr. Teacher. Please go ahead. How was Expressionism a response to World War One? German Expressionism.
Through its subjects, I mean, and its dark nature, I'd say. If you have to look at the pictures, but
I just look at fucking hay bales in
you
the
guys
sun.
know that?
Yeah, actually, I'm a fan of Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, the dark imagery. It's like mostly the response to that. Some certain themes.
So
you gotta check out. Yeah.
The Nosferatu vampire was the creepiest vampire to me outside of, don't get me wrong, I'm not crazy. Oh, shit.
Twilight?
No, the Stephen King vampire movie. Why am I forgetting the name? Of course.
There's a Silver Bullet.
It's about like a little town.
In Maine?
No. I don't remember the name of it, but vampires. The vampires in
Oh, you're talking like
Salem's Lot. There we go. Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot was also very creepy vampires, but I was also 13.
I don't know, man. The creepiest vampire movie I ever saw was Twilight. I still have nightmares on that.
The sparkles.
The
No.
sparkles,
You know,
man.
and you were thinking about getting your cats a fucking leashes so you can walk them. You're afraid of the Twilight sun.
I was telling Fattie that I got my
It's
my
the way they
cats-
glow. It's unnatural.
My cat's a harness so we can go for little walks. So we're free now. They don't know. Actually, Gary knows. He decided to open up the package take out one of the harnesses and open that up as well. Doesn't put it on, just leaves it in the middle of the kitchen with the ripped up package. And I'm like, what am I going to give you now for Christmas, Gary? What am I going to give you now?
So tonight's topic is German Expressionism. And we're back.
Yes, Ralph. Twilight, absolutely the most petrifying movie ever. Especially when they're sparkling.
Tell us why. Now everyone wants to know why.
The sparkles, man. Like, I'm a huge vampire fan, don't get me wrong. And I've seen a lot of good vampire movies. I think probably one of my favorite vampire movies is Lost Boys. That's actually filmed up in Santa Cruz, which is like in the same ballpark area that I grew up in California. And I was made to watch Twilight one time, and I was so distraught, so pissed off, so mad. And like the movie was like, oh, okay, some chick, some high school girl book about the love infatuation of vampires, and I'm like, I have my own little love infatuation with a vampire, so let's watch it.
Here's the thing,
It wasn't.
I think the first 100 years of the vampire's life, the sex would be really good. But if they're like a 600-year-old vampire, they've literally done everything and everybody. See, there's no satisfaction for them. And an unenthusiastic partner is the worst partner.
I'm going to tell you what. If you send me a glitter bomb, I'm flying you out here so you can clean up the glitter bomb. Because my damn cats will get into it, and it'll go everywhere.
This was a classic example of giving somebody an idea they didn't have themselves, and now I have to send you a glitter bomb.
Now, going back to the topic.
German Expressionism. Go ahead.
Is the glitter bomb, would a glitter bomb be part of German Expressionism?
It could be.
Oh, how do I do it? Do I just make sure when I write the address it's in Dutch?
You just gotta talk loudly at it. Be bold.
I need to secure the soonest possible shipping time.
Yeah!
Be very efficient.
The delivery will go as expected and planned.
Get out of here.
I don't go home. So German Expressionism responds to World War I. How did German Expressionists respond to World War I? Like, what did they have to say about it?
Well, mostly.
A lot of people died.
Paintings, but you have to really watch the films. I'll give you one.
Okay.
Other than Nosferatu,
Other than Nosferatu, the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Just let's look up some of the visuals there.
You know, that name rings a bell, but I know I've never seen it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to form school either.
Only because Caligari sounds a lot like calamari. And I love calamari. I'm sure he's fine. Transitive property. Anyway, moving on. So, we got a couple films to watch.
He died in one of the last movies, right? Captain Calamari? He went down?
Captain Calamari? Are you making up fucking
No,
kid show characters over here?
Star Wars!
Yeah. Captain Calamari. Was there a Captain Calamari? Because I swear to God, if they named one of those squid people Calamari and I missed it, I'll be really disappointed.
No, it's the fish guy.
It's the
Guys, I'm going to have to write this down. I'm writing this down. Sorry.
Please email to bros.pfpodcast.com.
Who the fuck's Calamari?
So we got lost on Calamari. I mean, I feel like, okay, so World War I, a lot of shit got fucked up in Europe. If you don't know much about World War I, well, I mean, Hollywood's going to make sure you don't miss out on that over the next 10 years.
Or, you could take my route and learn all about World War I by playing Battlefield 1.
Because that teaches a realistic depiction of what it was like.
Well, at least the flying engine or mechanics in that game were amazing because you kind of glide. You don't fly the planes, you kind of glide in the planes.
Can I tell what I think is the most fucked up story from World War I? Live, on air, to children?
Sure.
All right.
If children are watching your show, their parents really should be asked.
You know, these days it's really easy to like load up a meme and fucking post it, but to get somebody to paint a fucking beautiful picture because you did something shitty in the early 1900s, like that's really something that had to be pretty shitty. So here's the shittiest of the shit, in my opinion. World War I was awful. That was like the introduction of industrial technology into warfare in a way it had never been done.
Yeah. Trench wars and gas. That was the first time using biological weapons and gas like that.
Iron Maiden wrote so many songs. Iron Maiden is a German expressionist band. So I was really hoping ChickenWraptor was gonna have a laugh, and then he did it, and I was like, oh. But
It's like Iron Man sucks.
yeah, he's like, I don't like the soldier. I particularly just liked how they scaled it.
Fucking who's Eddie?
So the worst story though to me, like what would make me the most scarred as a human being if I fucking survived it, was I think it was during the Battle of the Somme. There was a German fort that was taken by the French. It was like this underground fort. They went in, or maybe the Germans were invading it. It might have been the French's fort. I can't remember the names. I haven't listened to this shit in a long time.
It was somebody's fort.
But what happens is what these fucking guys went through. So they're down there. They have like a shitty old sieve that that has like a shitty old pool of water in it. They have no lights. There's no. The Germans cut the power. They blew out the power first thing. So these guys are in complete darkness. All they have is fucking sandbags, a little bit of food, and some water. And what would happen, the Germans would come in with grenades, and these guys were in like these really cramped hallways, like you're bent over the whole damn time.
And they pulled a junk rat, didn't they? They pulled a fucking junk rat.
And then you hear a clink next to you. Guess what? A German just threw a grenade. You better hope the sandbags you moved in complete darkness earlier covered you from it. It probably didn't. They pretty much all died over the course of a month, while the general who was commanding the place was frantically radioing their allies and their head command, basically saying, like, we need water, we need food, we need to get out of here. And basically almost all these men are killed, and these guys finally get evacuated after a month of living in complete darkness, drinking piss water, and having just dying randomly in the night. All your friends are dead. Like, yeah, I guess I'll pick up a fucking paintbrush. That's insane. That sort of shit is insane. Anyway, back to a positive vibe.
I just, all I did is right there is I was just picturing a junk main right now, and you're running through, I'm not sure if our listeners are familiar with a little Overwatch, but Macro, what's the map with the castle? Argenwell. And, you're trying to get past that first point in Argenwell, and you have a Junkrat man on the other side, and you're standing behind Reinhardt's shield, and that motherfucker just keeps lobbing grenades at you, and you're like, this is not...
Yeah, I have nowhere I can go. There, and my water's low. I've noticed playing Overwatch, I can never stop and take a drink of water.
No.
They are always operating on low water. But yeah, so I mean, I can imagine artistic movements, coming back in terms of that. Were there a lot of artists, were there any pieces from this movement that were really focused on the actual scenes of destruction, or was it more responding to try to show beauty and peace and bring that sort of feeling back around?
That's a great
question.
God damn it. Right, it is.
Ditto. Yeah, there's actually one in particular. I mean, I think you guys know this, but I think that was the first war where they actually used chemical warfare, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
chlorine gas.
Was
it mustard gas? I think it was chlorine gas.
Chlorine gas, mustard gas. They used all kinds of everything.
I'd have to go look it up.
Ticks. They used ticks.
They used fucking everything. That was a dirty... That war was a dirty knife fight in the mud, is what that shit was.
A lot of people fucking came back with tetanus on that shit.
Yeah. Some say the issues in Europe persist to this day.
No wonder.
Separated the men from the boys for sure.
So,
but yeah. So to answer your question,
physically,
there is one piece in particular that does really show that grotesque side of war, especially the stuff. And there's this one piece where there's 3-4 figures just kind of standing with gas masks, and there's just the expression is, see, there's that word again, expression. It's just harrowing, and
burrowing.
All of these pieces that harrowing, it's just feels harrowing, it really
HARROWING.
These emotions, yeah, HARR, yeah.
I'm assuming it's that.
I'm wondering if it's this one.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put it up on the channel, And we're going to see how well Google has let us. Hold on just a second. I got a snipper. All right, we got to pull up the new button. Yeah, we're going to pull down that right to its borders. All right, you're going to make sure you click save. Where, again,
that is the best
class.
Maine accent. Down east. I'm sorry, that's a down east accent.
This is about where I grew up. So what I do is I like to use quick captures here. And back to OBS. Bam.
You know, we're getting so good at manipulating OBS. I just want to let you know, everybody out there that's watching our stuff.
Is this the one?
It's on the Discord.
Save.
I'll just cancel.
I do not see it.
Save.
Ah, that is the one.
That is the one. All right. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly looking. Although I feel like it also looks like there was a guy named Ted in high school who drew that during art class.
Yeah. Oh, there definitely was. There definitely was.
It's got that like little bit of feel to it. I'm gonna increase the size. Ooh,
that person definitely had a list. You know what I mean?
This guy, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that you become
We
friends
should talk about the Second Amendment. There's some shit to be learned here. Oh man. No, that is pretty nutty. Thinking about the time period that came out in.
Yeah. I mean, that's, to be honest with you, I could see that is a picture where, you know, nightmares are constructed from, you know?
Well, that's what it probably looked like. That's probably what it fucking felt like.
Yeah.
What did the guy who made this, was he in the war? And what was his nationality? Who painted that?
I don't know.
Otto Dix.
I don't know.
Unfortunately named Otto Dix. Wikipedia. Bam. Otto Dix. Wilhelm Heinrich Otto Dix was a German painter and printmaker and a dick, noted for his ruthless and harshly realistic depictions of German society during the Weimar Republic and the brutality of war. Along with George Grotz, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Max Beckmann, he is widely considered one of the most important artists of the Neue Schachtlichkeit. How would you read that? We did some Duolingo German, so obviously we're experts.
Schachlicht?
Schachlicht. Ah, yeah.
Because the S-A-C-H is always a shka noise.
Je ne sais pas, monsieur.
I mean, I don't do French.
Oh man.
My French is sub level.
Sub français. C'est mauvais. Oh, désolé. How you know? Here's how you know somebody doesn't know how to speak French. They go.
Ribbit.
They say
Ribbit.
anything in French. Go. Oh. They have the little nasally sound. Like every French person's a prick.
So it looks like he was in the war.
He was in the war. It's early life and education post
that
war.
one. That was kind of cool.
Oh, dude, the one with the guy and the cigarette sitting at the table.
And the martini?
I feel like he didn't like the guy he was painting here. Or is that a chick? I don't know. I think it must be a woman. I don't know with the skirt.
She's wearing a monocle.
She's wearing a monocle, smoking a cigarette. There's what looks to be like a martini or a cocktail in front of her. Apparently a fucking iPad.
You know what? I feel like history is repeating itself.
Yeah. There's cunts all the time?
Whoa. I'm going to tell you what I told Major. This is a family stream.
This is a family stream. My bad.
Gotta keep the word cunt to a bare minimum.
And now our subset cross references with Bill Burr. This is good. Helps us in Google. The
hashtag Google.
Hashtag Google. This guy was interested. So he went through the war. He actually got to see this stuff, and that's what he takes out of it. And he realized that this guy made a fucking big deal out of like a gritty high school level charcoal pencil drawing of dudes in gas masks like walking at you. That would be fucking scary. You're gonna die. If you look at that, you're gonna die. Or you're one of them.
I mean, next to like the images of plague doctors.
Right back.
I think that the images of plague doctors are probably about that level of like creepiness. I mean, the style of the gas masks back in World War II were just fully creepy in the first place. I mean, look at the. You put my thing up. Oh, we took it down.
What did we take down?
The photo.
Photo?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like the whole style, just the longness of the mask. It strikes terror. I mean, if you saw somebody walk up to your door wearing that kind of gas mask, knocking on it,
Rex man.
exactly. I'm gonna be trying to push that door shut on you as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe here's the question I think I have then is okay, so we've looked at two pieces specifically coming out of this. One from a guy in the war, another a guy painting about the war because he was a bitch and couldn't fight. Wow, total Chad. Chad and Chad versus the world. That's
our spin-off show.
That would be a fun show to do. We just both make two Chad characters and just go play Chad. But what did German Expressionism accomplish as a movement? What did they actually like? How do we know today that they were important?
They're in the museum.
I'll just look at their influence. Just look at the influence of on today's art world.
I have no idea what you mean.
The last
I'm a dumb child in your class, and you are tired.
Just so you know, the last time I went and checked out a museum was in Amsterdam, and I went to the. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it.
Oh God, the museum out there.
Yeah. The Rosh something, I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
Rocco Cogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I basically went and looked at a lot of damn, what's his name? The guy that came out there. From out there.
This period in history brought to you by blanks.
Brain fart by you by blanks. Now, if I do a brain fart, will you give me that look?
Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, don't care about your political affiliation, go watch the video of Rudy Giuliani farting in court because
it's not a court, it's just a hearing.
Oh, a hearing. It's really funny, and it's not funny because of Giuliani. Do you want to be Giuliani or do you want to be the person? We're gonna act this out.
Okay.
Are you ready? Who are you? Who am I?
Yeah, you're gonna be Giuliani.
All right, I'm gonna be Giuliani.
And I'll make the fart noise for you so you can keep rambling. You know, like he's
okay.
Doing.
All right.
And I'll just do the whole. Okay.
Gonna do my best. Okay.
And
hold
action.
on. I got your scene.
Sorry.
And scene. And the thing is that we're not hearing from enough people. What we're not actually doing is paying attention to what's going on out there.
And it just basically looked like that. Wide eye, like, what the fuck did you just do next to me? You're sitting next to me, you ripped ass. We're in the middle of a...
Hold on. How do we know it was him? What if it was her and she has super good blame game? Like, she just, lets one go and then is... I bet that's what happened. Rudy Giuliani did not fart. Hashtag. Not Rudy's fart.
Oh, man, I just wish I remember her name. And we could start a movement. Start another conspiracy that's going on.
Hashtag chicks fart too. We buy stock in both groups and we put them to war. And then somebody will make an expressionist movement.
Yes.
They'll probably be German.
I'll start it. This sounds Jewish.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Oh, that's how that
for
goes.
the Jewish moments yet.
I will say this. I was teaching people a technique the other day, speaking of anything involving the Jews. And I don't know why it was in my head. It was probably I listened to something that had it in it. And I was talking to somebody. We were talking about, hitting them in the balls. And I said, just go ahead and kick them in the schmeckle. And I was like, that is not professional. I should not do that. But that was fun. The schmeckle is the best word to come from the Jewish people, to which I thank them. Thank you
does
for
it
the
mean?
word schmeck.
I mean,
It's
the
awesome.
word I use from
It's perfect.
the Hebrew word I like to use is schmuck. I always thought that was
Schmuck's a good one.
you
That's
fucking,
actually
you fucking
that's
schmuck.
Yiddish.
Is it Yiddish?
Yeah.
I feel like calling somebody a schmuck this day and age is like really pretty guttural. Like if somebody called me a schmuck, like if somebody said you fucking butt fucker, I'd probably laugh because butt fucker is still a funny word.
So,
but if somebody called me a schmuck, I'd be like, hey,
so fun fact.
come on.
Little junior high Blanks was in science class and we were building little rockets that we were shooting, and I was a little dick, and this kid was pissing me off, and I wasn't going to use a curse word, so I looked over at him and I called him a schmuck. I also got detention.
My, let me tell you folks about my dad's retirement. Here's something he said to me the other day, and it's funny. He was like, I can't wait to fucking retire. And I say, why is that? He works at a college, right? And yeah, there you go. That's why I grabbed it.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, little bit of a tungsten carbide trick right there. So,
Also, another thing about Prelude, it's one of those 6.7 percenters.
it has a little bit of kick to it. It's very nice. It's basically drink a double bag, but tastier. The
Continue with your story now. Your dad's retirement.
so my dad's like, I can't wait to leave this shit. And my dad's like the typical voted Trump #1 or first time, did not vote Trump again. One of these guys, and he basically says I'm just so sick of the politically correct shit at this college. And I said, well, I'm kind of laughing because I'm just used to his rants at this point. I'm not gonna fucking change his mind. What's he gonna do? Look at me and say, "You're my superior"? Let me listen to you. No.
Sir, you don't live in this house. You don't live in this house.
You don't make the rules. I make the rules.
If you're in the
And then
IRS,
he dresses
you're
up like
making
Macho Man
money.
Randy Savage.
Do you tell him?
Listen here, brother. Or no, that was more Hulk Hogan.
That is more Hulk Hogan.
That's more Hulk Hogan. Listen here, brother. He stretches his fucking button-up plaid shirt at me. Anyway, so he's like, I'm just sick of the politically correct bullshit. I can't wait to retire. And all right, fair enough, Dad. What happened? What happened?
Lead
with
into
this
the
guy?
story, Dad?
And he says, well, he was like, I was just talking to a guy a couple months ago. We'll just say his name was Steve. If it was actually Steve and I get sued for libel, I'll be fucking amazed because this is a random name. So he says Steve. Chad. It's Chad. And Chad, it gets a 1-week suspension with pay from the college because he made a phone call. And the guy, internally inside the college, the guy picked up, and this dude says he's a Down East man. He says, "Hey, what's going on, Chief?" And my dad's like, "And the guy was Native American," and he filed a complaint, and he was all pissed off about it. And I'm sitting here saying, somebody's gonna make an expressionist movement about this. The American Expressionism would not be so. Tell us, what would American Expressionism look like, guys? Sell us on American Expressionism.
Are we going with...
The farmer and the wife with the pitchfork?
Yes, I do.
That's American Expressionism right there.
So
That's all you gotta know.
really hot, sexy stuff.
That was... And that came out, what,
Centerfold.
1920s, 1930s, right? During the Great Depression. Wasn't that one of... That photo came out, or that photograph, or that...
Yes.
That painting came out during that period of time? Which was a whole nother... That was a whole nother movement in general over here.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with World War II or World War One.
Well, so that's what it was then. But if I were to be an expressionist now in America, what do I paint or carve with a wooden stick?
So, my buddy.
What do I smear my poop on?
Mr.
Point.
One of the people I like to express to Fattie over here from my past history, a good friend of mine, Hodge.
Mr. Hodge.
He had this.
How them Pearsons, buddy?
He had one of these photos in the dining room, and you know what? It was a heavy photo, and it's this guy, homeless guy, blonde beard, kind of looked like Jesus. But the thing is that it was a black and white picture, and he was just covered in crosses, necklace crosses, and just big crosses, and it just, you looked at it and you could feel not being religious or whatever, just the heaviness of that photo. And that's what I would say nowadays, right now, that's what I would use as an expressionism, as out of the term that we're coming out right now, or the crazy shit that's going on in America.
Kind of going through a hard time, kind of gritting your way through. Mm-hmm. A little bit of No Country for Old Men without the air tank.
Yeah.
Or the Frenchman.
Without the Frenchman.
Well, his name was Anton, so I just assumed he was French. But I have no idea. Was he actually French?
Anton? Is Anton even a French name?
Anton Chigurh? Something like that?
I don't know who you're talking about.
So anyway, moving on. By the way, I love how you have the camera and light balanced in the drinking horn right there. That's actually pretty, that's almost poetic right now. Speaking of American Expressionism, this is how we stream things online for attention.
This is how we get attention these days.
This is
Nobody else pays attention to us, so we just get 3 people online.
I'm walking around my mask. What's that?
Are you guys going to make a case that this is art? This is a new art movement?
Yes.
Twitch streaming?
I mean, quite frankly, we have a dancing golden stripper, gold coins. Everything is stock photography. We're wearing ironic t-shirts. One of us has a mask. The other one looks like a douche. We have cigarettes.
And $100 bills!
And we're streaming this for free online to a service that is profiting off of everything we're doing.
No, not yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah, I'd say we fucking nailed it.
I can't wait for us to start getting commercials when we pull up our stream, and all of a sudden...
Then you get a commercial.
You get a nice second commercial.
And you're like, hey...
And then, that's when I know we made it.
Yeah, it's the Viagra money, man. It's all in the Viagra money. The purchase rate, the click-through rate's insane.
So, Raptor, when we make it big, what commercials do you hope that play before our show starts?
Ooh, I'm going to have an answer to that question after him.
I have no idea. You go first.
He wants Viagra. He just told us.
He's like, well, shit. Now I've outed myself. Now I'm feeling defensive. No, man. You know what commercial I want to play? I want the Derek Zoolander commercial where he's a mermaid swimming in the water.
I want to bring back the one.
That's the commercial I want played. Damn it.
My favorite commercial of all time is it was a pill for explosive diarrhea, and
Nice.
I can't remember the product's name, but so the video is this lady getting a mud bath, and then she's saran wrapped, and the slogan is, "It can hit at any time," and all of a sudden she's laying there saran wrapped, right, in a mud bath, and all of a sudden it's like, diarrhea can hit you at any time. And then she gets up, like, with this panic look in her face and starts hopping away because she's saran wrapped and covered with mud. And I was like,
this is somebody in an impossible... Hold on. Because what happened was you went on Groupon and you were like, hot mud bath spa relaxation. 50% off. It's $37. It's just $37. It's not even $40. I'm going to go. I'm going to do this. I've always wanted to do it. I'm really, really stressed out. They have really, really good COVID rules. And then so you go by and they say, well, what we have to make sure happens is that the human body submerged in mud has a bit of a panic response. This is not the way the human body was evolved to behave. And so we have to saran wrap your whole body. We got to get you like ready for sarcophagus level wrapped up in saran wrap. And so they wrap you up there. They cover your face and they cut it off. And then they say, okay, great, now we're dipping you into the mud. And then you have to take a shit. It would be awful.
You know what? That's 2020 for me right there. That just summed up my expressionism right there. That's what 2020
That's American Expressionism for you right there. Go fuck yourselves.
Pretty much.
You think you're relaxing and enjoying yourself, but all of a sudden you have to shit.
All right, I gotta ask. You're our special guest. You've helped us even get to this point on this one, Chicken Hawk. So, Chicken Hawk, wow, ChickenWraptor, Jesus Christ. That's what I get for reading politics. What is your American Expressionism piece? What are you gonna build? What are you gonna make?
Man, it's just some guy just kind of blissfully staring out the window.
Is he gonna have
Like
his
black
hand?
and white, just like
Is his hand gonna be on the
total
window?
dark cloud over the head.
I think
That sounds hopeful.
that's more hopeful than I have.
I am kidding. That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Why that?
Why that?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I think it would elicit some emotion of isolation and maybe hope for the future, but still kind of acknowledging where we're at in the moment. And
Kind of like I'm stuck waiting. All I have to do is look to the future. That's all. My only hope. My only hope is hope.
yeah.
Oh, well, guess what? We're back in the early 60s. There we go. So, yeah. I think, I gotta say, actually, that I had a lot of fun this episode because I didn't expect to, walk in tonight hearing the words German Expressionism.
Yeah.
You know, and I expected Quid Liquors. I didn't expect ChickenWraptor, but god damn it, am I happy he showed up because I like having you on the show. You fucking get it.
You help us create what we're doing. Your feedback, after we get off the air, after all you guys are done listening to our rambles for the evening, we actually sit back at the end of the episode before Fattie makes his drive. And as we're posting up the video for the YouTubes, which you're supposed to,
smash that subscribe button like you are Borat, and the button is Pamela Anderson.
I was thinking more like you were Giuliani and your.
Ooh, see that involved that there's a pedophilia connotation that I'm trying to avoid.
But she wasn't really 15.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I cannot call Mr. Giuliani pedophile. He has certainly never been convicted of any such thing. But I can say he sweats his hair dyed down his face, farts in court or at hearings, and is generally he's had a rough 6 weeks. Poor guy. I'm piling on Mr. Giuliani. I'm pulling for you. You were New York's mayor, but you could have done better.
And he got the Rona today.
Oh, he got the Rona. That's right. Well, get better, buddy. Thoughts and prayers. So, now that I've finished out, I'm bitterly political.
We all sit here at the end, and we talk about what we can do.
Freud. A very German.
Yeah.
We talk about what we can do to improve what we're doing. And, the goal is...
First thing is bringing Baby Yoda.
Yes, well, I'm trying to take it out of the box. So, So I got home the other day, and I've been ordering Christmas presents and presents, getting Fattie his cup. And I get home the other day, and I got this text from my sister a few days ago. She says, "Hey, I sent you a gift. You can open it now or later." And I was just going to open it on Christmas. So I get home, I got a box. And the box is Target. And I was like, cool, man. I got Scoot's Gifts in. Scoot's Gifts is here. Cool. I'm all about opening it up and checking it out. And I don't know if Scoots is on right now, so I'm not going to talk about what I got him. But then I opened it up, and I got this. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I didn't order that.
Disney is successfully selling dolls to adult men.
And it talks.
And that is beautiful.
But so, then I text my sister, and
Can I touch it? I just want to...
Yeah. And I told her,
bad. It's nice and
this
firm.
is amazing.
It's...
And I meant to open it before the show started, but
it's like a good fake
Baby Yoda, or I can't remember his name. He actually has a name now. Is our new little guy that's gonna be on,
or what?
Something like that.
I don't know.
He's gonna be on our show more often. I promised my sister I would take him on Great Adventures. If Sherelle's still watching it, she'll remember me finding me in bars a few times with a stuffed animal Tigger, and having drinks with me. Because I was hired up for friends back in the day. And I would take Tigger to the bar with me.
All right.
I don't like to drink alone.
Well, here's the thing. Honest to God, you bring that thing to a bar, and you could literally put it inside the bar. You get whatever you're going to get. Same. It's a shipyard prelude. And so they slide it over to you, and you got the Baby Yoda, and a couple girls come over next to you, and you say, "Hey, will you hold my kid?" And you pass them Baby Yoda. You know what they're going to do?
They're going to be like...
They will love it.
That's what they're going to do.
You just activated every instinct.
And
Baby Yoda activates every instinct, but then it can also crush you like this is the end of Terminator.
But at the same time, I'm willing to take it on car rides, fasten it into the seatbelt, and go with it. So you're gonna see probably Baby Yoda a little bit more on the show. Definitely when I'm streaming a little bit, you'll see him hanging out with me. For those who just follow us on Twitch, And we are working on getting more content up for you guys to come and watch us play some games. We're both terrible. We like the fact that you do come and watch us play games.
Blanks can speak for himself. I'm wonderful at everything that I'm wonderful at every endeavor.
I mean, if you watched his Bob Vila video,
you would disagree and be like, no, that's objectively wrong. And I'm saying, but no, that's my expressionism. It's art. I'm creating a product.
Is it German Expressionism?
It's not German Expressionism. It's gamer Expressionism. I'll probably put up some more Valhalla streams. I like chatting about that game, but I also don't like giving out spoilers, and I'm kind of like midway through a playthrough, so fuck it, I'll probably put it
and
up.
the best thing is, okay, so I always love watching your I'm sorry, I don't mean to choke you. God damn.
It's crying and screaming at him.
I loved your Bob Vila Torbjorn thing. And the thing is I think you missed the generation gap on that one.
I'm sure I did. Kids were like, what the fuck is Bob Vila?
He's making Bob Vila jokes. And for all those who don't know who Bob Vila is, he's the guy that did this old shack. You know, he was one of the first people to come out and like do the whole home
the show Home Improvement was riffing off of what Bob Vila was doing.
So going into that joke, so this kid's on there and he's playing. He's like, I'm making Bob Vila jokes, and this kid's like, did you know that Pamela Anderson? Blah, 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 blah. I can't remember what the whole conversation was. And I'm sitting there watching it, or first thing in the morning, waiting for the bus at work, and I was like, this kid thinks he's talking about Home Improvements.
Well, so, yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, we're trying to put up some more show. It is every other Wednesday, so this Wednesday I will have up Wednesday Fable Day.
If you subscribe to the channel, which you should, if you don't, well, I mean, come on, man, we've been doing this for an hour now. If you subscribe, you have the Twitch app on your phone. You pull that shit up, you get a 2:00 a.m. notification, and then there I am chopping people in half with axes on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Or I might just be playing Rocket League and saying, you know what, I feel like I got one good one left in me. And then I'm just showcasing my failure.
The GUWM should team up with you a little bit more on Rocket League. They tried to get me play the other day after I gave them the most amazing news that could possibly be given this week. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't seen that video, go back to Wednesday's video.
Yeah, you need to jump back and
you gotta watch that.
It was pretty serious.
It
was important.
It was important information. And I'm thanking you guys for actually getting on so I could share that information with you. And again, if you're following us on YouTube, it's the video before this one as well.
Moriarty owes you, I think, has his own Twitch channel. She has her own. I always thought Moriarty owes you was a dude.
No, it's Morty.
That's what
we call him Morty.
Well, Morty. Hey.
she's a great girl too.
How's it going?
I would always
I shouldn't have said all that shit.
Watch her. She's very animated. She plays some fun games right now. I think she's been playing some.
She's playing some off the wall stuff.
Slime Rancher?
Moriarty owns you. Moriarty, like the Sherlock Holmes Professor. Or is it Dr. Moriarty or Professor Moriarty? It's Doctor, right?
Is it Doctor?
What do you say, ChickenWraptor? Is it Doctor or Professor?
I have no idea.
All right, we're gonna say Professor because it's cooler. So Professor Moriarty, and that sounds like a fucking that sounds like off-brand Chef Boyardee's Professor Moriarty.
Is it Professor?
Like Professor Moriarty ravioli. Pork.
O's, not owns. Owes you.
So
Chef is correcting you.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. By the way,
he's
up and running, you guys. So he just is right out of camera view. Okay,
well, so that's the show. And please, again, if you enjoyed this hour, hit subscribe.
Come on, watch us hang out.
You never know when you're going to hear us, but you're definitely going to hear us Sunday evenings at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
And since this episode was kind of dedicated to you, Chicken, I promise this time when I'm filling out all the paperwork for YouTube, I'm gonna put all your links up because I now know where I can find all your links that you put in there.
Plug your shit, buddy.
No, we
Hold on.
I got it. I can get it.
Oh, yeah.
He has yeah, we have it.
Oh, say it though. Say it on video. I want the callers to know.
It's my Instagram is Instagram at Corrupt Illustrations, and then I'm on YouTube, which is Muscles20xc6. Same as my Twitch, Muscles20xc6.
He's ripped.
Oh, dude. Oh, can I totally tease you for the name though? That's totally insecure, man. He's like,
no.
he's...
No, I get it. Yeah, I know. I get
I'm
it.
sorry, I have to.
You know,
we had
it's
some.
one of those nicknames that I had from when I was 14. I just stuck with it. So I was like,
Oh, so
whatever.
you're 14. You
It's
got
an
the
internet
nickname
name.
Muscles. How big were these kids?
Oh no.
We had this bodybuilder. I don't even know if it was a bot account or like a real account. So I help run this martial arts school, and so we get this guy posting to us about how he's gonna come in and kick our ass, like on our Facebook page.
Do you call him Muscles?
And so we basically just responded with, "Here's our class schedule. All are welcome. Come on over there, fella." He's like, "Aha, okay, you guys funny. See you soon." Like, he couldn't speak English very well, and it's like, this guy can't be real. But if he comes by and he is real, have some bear mace.
Are you gonna
Hide.
stream this?
Put your arm in a sling, hide a little bear mace. You're good to go.
Just stream it. Just stream it all.
Anyway, that's the show.
That is the show. Let's start off with you tonight, Fattie. What are you taking from the show?
Big takeaways today is, I think I understand German Expressionism.
At least have a concept idea?
ChickenWraptor, what do you think?
I was not expecting this at all.
I bet you weren't, because it's sexy when
Yep.
you don't expect it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no, man. I should not probably have said that. Let me walk that one back. I found your experience with this show arousing. Blanks, go ahead. What do you got?
Man, there was so much I took away from the show tonight. The biggest one is Gasmaster, what nightmares are made out of.
Fucking metal. That's... hold on. I'm going to write that down. Give me a pen, because that's the next song I'm writing. Gas mask art. What'd you say?
Nightmares are made out of.
Nightmares are made out of gas mask, or gas mask made out of... All right, guys. Good night. Have a
This
good
is
one.
Blanks.
Night.
This is Fattie. Later.
Later.